ladies and gentlemen, it's Greg. Yeah, I'm a Tate's, like every week, hopefully. And I'm reviewing this guy, which is pretty fantastic. So let's take a look at the box, and then we can go to this guy. Because I'm a little bit pumped. When am I not pumped when I come to Tate's? You know what I'm saying? Oh, whatever. But anyways, so you got the box. The box is pretty cool. Actually, if you look at the picture from the back, right here, I actually want to cut that up and frame it. That's how awesome that is. I really like that picture. It is pretty badass. Whoever took it at Sideshow, you rock. And at the bottom, you have the number, which is 176 out of 1500. So here is the statue, and he, like I said, is pretty awesome. Based on Mike Mignola's artwork, obviously not the movies. And which of the movies are cool, by the way. Don't get me wrong, I really like the movies. I don't know who didn't like the movies, but I really enjoyed them. And he looks pretty awesome. So here we have when he gets all, you know, the fire crown and Anun Rama. I think it's his real name. I'm guessing that's what he calls himself when he is all, you know, king of hell and whatnot. He comes with a bunch of different stuff, actually. He comes with the jacket, or the coat, whatever you want to call it, which is pretty sweet. Another head, which is this one right here, without the horns. And then his gun. So, I'll let you know what's cracking with that one in a second. So, you have the first thing that stands out after the crown, of course, because the crown is pretty badass, is the Hand of Doom. This is awesome. It is, Emma, you can actually take it out. The detail on this hand is fantastic. Definitely, if I was gonna get this piece, I would definitely get the exclusive, just because it comes with another Hand of Doom, which is the fist one, and an actual little base in order for you to put it on it and display it separately. So you have a quarter scale Hand of Doom to display on the side, and have whichever one, the hand or the open one or the fist one, on the actual statue. So that's pretty badass. I'm sure hardcore Hellboy fans ended up getting the exclusive. I mean, there's really no other way to go. But if you missed out on the exclusive, this guy's still pretty badass by himself. Like I said, the hand is awesome. Even when I was shooting the close-ups, I mean, I was just like admiring all the detail and the colors. I'm like, oh my goodness, it looks pretty freaking amazing. So I'm really pumped with the Hand of Doom as it is. I think they did a really good job painting it. I don't really think there's anything negative that I could say about this. I mean, the only thing that would make this even more awesome is there was articulation here, which they've done on their polystone statues from time to time. But I mean, it's awesome. So it connects with a magnet, in case you were wondering. So that's what's up. And then you got the sword, which is pretty cool. Again, it's very simple. If you compare it to the one of my last reviews I did here, which was the Gladiator Hulk, that sword had way too much detail, in a good way. Not like, oh my god, too much detail, my eyes can't take it. It had awesome detail. So I look at this, but it goes with the art. You know what I'm saying? I look at this as simpler, but it goes with Mike Mignola's art. So it's not like they did it on purpose or they didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So it is still pretty sweet, and it goes with the whole theme. You know what I'm saying? What else? Well, let's go to the head, because I love the crown. I love how they did the crown. The crown is floating. Obviously, the tendrils of smoke are holding it up, and it was very well executed. I really liked it. When I first saw it, I was like, "Hey, I'm floating for real." So obviously that was like 2 seconds, but still, I mean, those 2 seconds, people thought that this thing was floating for real. I mean, I was in imagination land. So the sculpt is really, I mean, it's Mike Mignola's art come alive. It's pretty much how it is, honestly. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big Hellboy connoisseur when it comes to the comics. I first got into him with the movies, so I can't be like, yeah, Mike Mignola's stuff, man. This is exactly what it is. But from what I've seen, I mean, come on. It literally looks just like him. I mean, he has the small legs, which I've seen in a bunch of his drawings. The big torso, muscular, but not overly muscular in the back. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have all the crazy segmentation of the muscles, but he's still pretty awesome looking, you know what I'm saying? The chest looks fantastic. I think the muscles were done really cool. I love the shading. Obviously very comic bookish, really dark, heavy shading. That's awesome as well. And I love the muscles, the neck muscles, and the shoulders, the biceps. They're like simple, but you know they're there. I don't know how to express that, but the sculpt looks pretty cool. So I like it. I like it a lot. I'm liking it even more the more I'm talking about it right here and now. I'm like, damn, I wish this was in my collection. Okay. It has the Lycra, little black shorts here, skinny legs, of course, just like the art, like I was talking about. Pretty good detail. Again, the shading. Then you have the boots, which you have the two hoofs. I think hoofs, is that how you pronounce it? If it isn't, my bad. But those are the hoofs from his feet. And again, it's very lightly shaded. There's like a light gray. It's more like for like a light effect, if you will. But the tips of the hoofs are actually dirty. So that's, you know, nice little extra there. The base is pretty nice. It has a snake and a toad over here, so not sure if that's very significant. I'm not sure if there's a piece of art that Minola drew just like this. If there is, let me know, link me to it, I want to see it. But either way, I think it's, you know, pretty kick-ass. The snake is like just hanging there, so that looks really cool. And again, I love it. And then you got the bottom of the base, which is just like a piece of dirt and rock all painted in this greenish color. I don't even know what to call it. I mean, it's like a mossy color. There's like has moss all over this. And again, it just brings something to the statue. So it's not just a bland black base. You know what I'm saying? It looks really nice. So again, it brings the other head. So let me show you the shots of the other head the other head obviously is the one where he trims down his horns because he doesn't want to be too different, I guess, from the humans. BPRD is where he works at, and then he has obviously his big ass gun, which in the movies looks fantastic. I love the detail that they did with this in the movie. Obviously, it's simpler in the statue based on, again, the drawings. The actual jacket, it's really nice. There's actually bendable. My goodness, I always forget what to call this thing. But anyways, it's poseable, which is nice. Again, every time you have a jacket, coat, or a cape, for me personally, I always wanted to be poseable because it brings a little bit more to the statue or the action figure. So it's pretty cool that there's wires in here, and that's nice. It's actually weathered at the bottom and, you know, sprayed towards the top, so it's really nasty weathered at the bottom, but then it goes a little bit, and then just like diffuses to the top where it looks not brand new, but you know, not that dirty. It has the BPRD logo on the side over here, which is really nice. And then the the neck is like this pleather material, which again, really kick-ass, and it looks like it's been used and it's aged really well and weathered. So I'm sure the prototype looked even more kick-ass. So it's pretty cool that they managed. I mean, China managed to get this on point. You know what I'm saying? Looked pretty cool. So yeah, you saw those shots. He looks awesome. I'm gonna keep him like this because that's how they have him displayed over here at the store. And I'm gonna go get Anthony to see what he thinks about this statue. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, what is crack-a-lackin'? So I dragged Anthony from the downstairs parts section because he wasn't coming up, and now I have him here, and he's gonna tell me what he thinks of this magnificent statue. Bobby, talk to me.
Let me decode. I'm so warm with this on. No, this statue is really cool. Before I say how cool the statue is, I will say, nice job putting this out so damn late. Could have put it out when Hellboy was at the height of his popularity, whatever. But he's a really cool statue. First of all, his coat is super awesome. Just like the last few Sideshow statues that you've done, the stitching is so much better than they used to do on the fabric stuff. Like, it's actually good stitching. Now, Sideshow's gotten a lot better with stitching the real fabric. And look, there's a wire in it.
I know. There's a few wires.
There's a few wires, unlike some expensive hot toys. What?
Right.
Meanwhile, he is not that much more expensive than that. So
how much is he?
$3.99. Captain Hawk was $2.75. So
yeah, so it's a little bit.
He's really cool. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but like the way he's sculpted, you can see like lots of little sculpt marks and little like texture, but not just like skin texture, like actual sculpt marks, which to me makes him seem so just cool and different that they didn't just go for ultra realism. They went for a comic book look. Even got his needs to work on legs, leg day legs, which I love. The statue's really nice. Hispanics is awesome. Both of his heads are really cool. Warning. If you have the sword in his hand, to be careful when handling it, because I almost gored out my own eye while taking it down today. I was taking it down and it went like right here. I was like, oh my god.
You almost lost an eye.
Almost lost an eye thanks to Hellboy. He's a really nice statue. He's really well sculpted. He's not as heavy as you would think he is, because he looks kind of substantial. He's not that heavy. The base is so cool though. You got a whole little like, this is whatever. It's nice, but this is so great. It's got all these glyphs on it. It looks like it's about to glow. It's cool.
It looks like I was thinking when I was reviewing it, like lights hitting it or even lights coming out of it.
Like if you lit this really well, you could. Like, I wish the base lit up. Like this is cool, but whatever. But this, like all the glyphs, I don't know why I love the glyphs. Both of his heads are nice. Obviously, if I had it on display, I'd also be using this head because come on,
that whole crown thing looks awesome.
Come on, he's the Dark Child. Let's go. Funnily enough, I have the Ileana that Sideshow put out, and she's the same scale as him. And if you put them, they look like they should be together. She's the same exact scale he is. That's Sideshow Ileana. His right-handed Doom is great. It really looks like stone. The paint job is fantastic. My only quibble, his whole body has this great texture and sculpt to it. His head is super smooth, both heads. They don't have the same texture as the body.
Oh, that's so true. You are 100% right. I didn't notice.
Which is just weird. I feel like I love the fact that he's got this texture, this skin texture, but also sculpt marks and tool marks. His head just is so smooth, it makes his head look plastic.
You are right.
Other than that, he's a really cool figure. We were very excited here at TATE'S to get him in. We were extremely excited to get him in, actually, because all of us are Hellboy nerds. It just makes us really want another movie so very bad.
I know. So. Same here. I was telling them that, the movies is where I got into Hellboy because I'm not really into the comics.
I used to read the comic a long time ago. The reason why I really would love it if the new movie came in is because they were talking about if they would do the third one, they wanted to use the homunculus. He's a really cool character from the comic book. Like I said, I love him. My only complaint, and it is my only complaint actually, is the fact that his head is just a starkly different texture than the body, and his head looks plastic when compared to the body, unfortunately. Otherwise, he is a great statue.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's my only complaint, actually.
That's a good point to make. But yeah, I mean, that's the only complaint. You can't really tell from afar, like if you have it on the shelf.
Yeah, and that's an up-close thing. That's because I helped put together, and we're up close to it now. You're far away, you're not going to really care or notice.
True.
But otherwise, he's really well done. He's very well sculpted. Even though he looks like a very simple statue, the simple things are always the hardest to pull off. Everything's sculpted really nice, very, very well defined. Nothing seems muddy as far as the shapes and forms of the statue. He's a really good statue, so as someone who sculpts a lot, they do a good job with this.
There you go. See, that's what's crackalacking. Awesome, Anthony. As usual, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Take your coat. We are done, ladies. Awesome. You're working, brother. You're working. Yeah, I did that. When I was taking it off, the thing, I'm like, let me put it on. This is so big.
Jacket, baby.
Yeah.
I'll take off my pants and jacket. No problem.
Alrighty.
Let's see.
I'm gonna start.